So how do you do it scared when it comes to applying basketball skills in games? By having courage. What would happen if you were no longer afraid to play all out? I'm here to tell you that the real reason you lack confidence on the basketball court is because of fear. The fear that you're not good enough or talented enough. The fear that others may laugh at you or reject you. Or the simple fact that pursuing your true potential will be just too hard. And most of all, the fear that you will fail. True courage means taking action despite the fear. True courage means doing it scared. Once you identify and name your personal fears, you can start thinking differently about your game and yourself as a player. Then you can take action because your thoughts are allowing you to play with confidence. You can walk onto the court with the mindset that you are the best player out there and you're ready to take on any challenges that come your way. Now I'm going to tell you how the pros create confidence. One, they have faith in action. They trust their fundamentals. They follow what they trust in, what they have practiced and mastered when it comes to studying their own game footage, taking notes from coaches, getting feedback from their trainers. So are you feeling more confident already? Let me know one nugget you have gained from this video in the comments below. Now, I'm going to give you the secret to developing confidence in basketball. Competence. Definition. The ability to do something successfully and efficiently. Now I'm going to tell you the secret I utilize to play with confidence every game. See, first, let's go back to this. Now keep it simple. My focus tool, which was my conscious mind. I made sure to my focus. Again, my acronym, find one course until successful. I made sure I stayed present. I made sure I stayed aware. I wanted to be aware of what was going on at every time I was on the court, every time I came out of the game. I was focused on my teammates, as I said before. How can I help them get better? What was the coach's playbook? What was our coach asking for? There was a play we always ran on defense called 35. It was a run and jump. If you know what I mean by run and jump defensively, it was a jump defense. It was a trap. We called it a number. It was a full court trap. Right after we score, I know he's going to yell 35 to put pressure on people. I understood the coach's playbook. I understood where to be, where my teammates had to be to hold all of us accountable. Right? And then lastly, what happened last play? If we running a play and it's working, running Cobra for us was I set a screen at the top of the key and I get a screen to catch a lob at the rim. If it didn't work, the point guard shot the basketball. If it worked, the point guard pretended to shoot it. He threw me a lob. I went up for a dunk while I laid the ball up. See, that was all about the skill that I built over time, which then was in my storage tool, right? My subconscious mind, my habits, behaviors, right? That was down here. I was able to recall at a high rate so I can focus, be present and aware to those things I talked about. Not about me, it was about we. Understanding that, utilizing my focus tool, this is another thing I want to give you. See, I focused on making one great play at a time. See, I didn't focus on making 25 plays ahead. I focused on the play I was in. Whether I was on defense, whether I was on offense, it doesn't matter. I focused on what was in front of me, not what was behind me and not what was coming too far ahead of me. Where am I? Am I in the now? See, again, I'm challenging you. Notice I'm not here talking about what you got to do and how you got to game up. No, this is about what we have to do. If you got your focus mind on your teammates and your coaches getting better and improving, watch how your storage tool is going to be able to actively call the stuff we're talking about at a moment's notice. I focused on making one great play at a time. So I trusted my skill and I built my skill in practice so I can focus and play in the games. I'm out of my head and I'm on the court. And with that being said, in high school, you play 4 quarters, right? When I talk about focusing on one great play at a time, I played the quarters as hard as I could, and I focused on the quarters as hard as I could. And when I did that, I let the game take care of itself. I had a certain point total I wanted to actually hit. I wanted to score 4 baskets a quarter. And if I did that, that was 8 points a quarter. You put together the math, 32 points. Look how many points I averaged my senior year. This is how I did it. I focused on making one great play at a time, and I had quarterly goals. I wanted to make sure I scored 4 baskets a quarter. I had to be active to do that. I had to be present to do that. I had to understand the coach's playbook to do that. I had to put my teammates in position to also succeed as well. Not being selfish at doing that. So that's how I was able to do that. So if you want to understand how to play with confidence, work on your focus tool and have your focus tool think about your teammates getting better, your coach's playbook, and what happened last play. Keep that simple. You can only process the 2 to 4 things at a time. You can accept and reject that, right? Your subconscious mind, that's where your habits are stored. You want to be able to in a high active recall rate, recall your habits. If you work on them on purpose, they will become a fixed idea because you overlearn that concept of shooting, dribbling, passing, right, in simplicity ways to be consistent. All of a sudden now, you can focus on making one great play at a time like I did. And all of a sudden, you may become a McDonald's All-American. All of a sudden, you may become a Gatorade Player of the Year. All of a sudden, you may become a great college player. All of a sudden, you may become a 10-year professional like I did. I want you to do it better than I do because I'm giving you actually the secrets. I don't want to keep the stuff to myself like I said before. Now let's talk about the secret trick to shooting with confidence every time. It starts with understanding you have to own your shot mechanics. Mechanics are hard skills. And what I mean by hard skills is precision-like skills. There's really only one way to get it done. And in shooting, even though you may have different shooting forms, there's something I discovered and a way I discovered with all kind of shooting forms. This one little thing when I show people, it really helps them, okay? And that's owning your mechanics at the way you shoot the basketball, the way you hold the ball, the pathway of the basketball, the way the ball goes, and then what you're doing at the end of the shot. And very simply speaking, the way I teach people how to shoot the basketball is called tuck, set, go. Now, let me show you. I'm gonna turn to the side. By tucking, what I mean is you have your hand, your shot hand, if you're right-handed, your shot hand is behind the ball. Because the key is you want your elbow, forearm, and hand behind the ball. Your form is parallel to the floor. Turning towards you, you notice you don't see my hand. That's the key. You shouldn't see my shot hand. So right now, the ball is actually tucked at the side of my body. I'm positioned optimally. My guide hand, if it's my left hand, is to the side of the ball. That's my guide hand. And a little known trick too, but the guide hand, these 2 fingers are kind of under the ball. So yes, my hand is on the side, but now I have more control to take off my shooting hand. Okay, and you're gonna really see how that pays dividends when I go to the basket. Okay, but this is called tuck, right? Set. Again, I wanna keep my elbow, forearm, and hand now under the ball. At tuck, I'm behind it. I wanna drive my elbow up. You might see a letter L. When I lift up through my elbow, now the ball is around my shoulder clavicle area. This is called set, right? And one thing I want to actually back up for a second to tell you, right, is you want the basketball starting between your shot side, shoulder, and ear. Shot side, shoulder, and ear. That's where that basketball's at for me, at that tuck position. Then I want to go set. This is at the set position. Now, I want to do this because the ball will go out the actual camera. Now at go, because from set I want to go to go. Notice I'm going straight up, and then I want to go straight out. And the whole key to that is I want my elbow to be above my eye line because the ideal shot goes in, mid-range shot goes in about 45 degrees at the basket, okay? So again, it's called tuck, set, go. My directions is I simply lift my arm up, I launch the shot between my shoulder and ear, my shot side, ball goes right outside my dominant eye, boom, and I release it. So I gave you the understanding of my upper body. Now my lower body, I want to stagger my feet. My right foot is slightly ahead of my left foot, okay? 10 toes are facing the basket. I want to square up to the basket, right? I'm in a stance that's athletic. We call it a universal stance. My feet are shoulder width apart. I'm comfortable, right? I'm confident with it. I'm bending my legs. My butt is back. My back is flat. My hips are dropped. This is a tuck position. And all I want to simply do as my legs are loaded, I call this, I want to learn to explode up. In one fluid motion, I want to learn to go up and shoot the basketball and let the basketball go. See, precise like. I just did that right-handed. Left, if you're left-handed, your left foot slightly ahead of your right foot. Shoulders width apart, legs are bent, okay? You got your butt is back, hips dropped, lower body, ball is tucked between my shoulder and ear on my left side. I want to lift up and shoot the basketball, and you see the result. Also, the key to this is what I'm doing. I also have this in mind. I want to shoot the basketball consistently and repeatedly in a straight line. That's how you become a knockdown shooter. You see I'm going back and forth with my right hand, doing it, and then I go to my left hand, right? And I make this to share with you a very simple thing, because all I'm really doing is what I call a universal release. I'm extending my arm, I'm snapping my wrist, I'm locking my elbow, and I'm holding it again, elbow above my eye line, because that ball will go in every time at a 45 average, a 45-degree angle, which has to go up and over. Notice I did that seamlessly. Notice I did that seamlessly, both ways, no trickery whatsoever, no editing, okay? Stepped up, put the basketball where I needed it, so the ball can go straight in a line. One more thing I want to share with you as another tip trick is that when you shoot, you want to visualize a box. The box starts from my waist, going up if I'm right-handed to my shot side, over my head to my guide hand side. See, now that window of opportunity expanded my pathway. Typically speaking, backing up so you can see this, we talk about the shot pathway starts from, say if I'm right-handed, your right foot all the way up to the dimple of your shoulder, which is true. But now what happens in the box, I'm gonna show you again, I'm gonna shoot the basketball, I've expanded my pathway. So what probably was this wide as far as a pathway, I've actually expanded. As long as I shoot this basketball and I start it between my ear and shoulder, not to be perfect, but as long as I go up and I finish inside my box, I'm going across my body, I finish inside that box, the basketball has to go in what line? A straight line. Here's my top 2 drills I like to share when it comes to learning how to shoot lights out. No ball in hand, it's called mirror drill. Just getting down in position. Imagine you had the basketball I talked about between your shot side, shoulder, and ear. Let's talk about the shot from the feet up. So notice I'm building my mechanics from the ground up. Feet, shoulders width apart, legs bent, quarter squat I'm in, right? Butt is back, not down. Hips are dropped. That's my lower body. Shot hand, right? Shot hand. Ball is behind. My hand's behind the ball. My form is parallel to the floor. I'm comfortable, right? And in a tucked position, the ball's tucked between my shoulder, right side shoulder, and right ear. That's where the basketball's at, towards my shot side, okay? My guide hand is holding the basketball firmly to help me keep my shot hand behind it. This is a mirror drill. You're using your senses, all your senses, to pretend you have a ball in hand, okay? Now what I want to do here is show you this. My legs are bent, my arms are bent. I want to learn to come up and extend. I want to extend, so when I extend my legs, I want to extend my arms, right? I want to have everything extended at the same time, right? I want to groove this shot pathway like a sled on a snowy hill. I want to, again, use my visualization so I can make this my actualization, so I can, again, see myself doing it with my mind's eye. I can feel myself doing it, and I can enjoy it. This is a really good drill. I'm doing a mirror drill, right? Then I can add a jump with it, right? I want to make sure everything's extended at the same time. I want to keep my elbow up above my eyes at a 45-degree angle. If you're left-handed, I'm going to flip that. Left foot's forward, right foot slightly back. Mirror drill. No ball in hand. Again, grooving my shot pathway between my shoulder and ear inside my box like a sled on a snowy hill. Then, when you get the ball, the second top drill I love to do is form shooting to really get a feel for what you're doing. Put the basketball in position, right? After all that grooving, I just now make it a reality. Missed that first one, I like that one. Let it go confidently, because misses will happen. We're talking about accuracy, not perfection, right? Love that one. Great miss. Great miss right there, get it right. Need those misses, because again, without the misses, you won't know how to make. That's just real, okay? And everything I'm showing you, I'm putting in position, right? Tuck, set, go. Extending my body, not jumping because I'm close. Really looking to own my shooting form. Change it off my left-handers. Holding that follow through, work on that touch, right? This is the second drill I love to do. Form shooting close range. I like to do it both ways because I don't always train right-handed players. Sometimes I train left-handed players like myself, so I taught myself how to shoot the basketball with my right hand. So when I'm training a right-hander, I can go through the same mechanics that you go through. I want to feel what you're learning, right? Bingo. Now I'm going to tell you how to confidently shoot the ball like Steph Curry every time. You have to not only practice like Steph, and when I say like, let's talk about this. We don't need to do things exactly like Steph. It's more of not an idol thing, or I need to copy, more of an admiration. He created a pathway for us to learn from. So more so as a student, I admire him and I want to use some of his traits. It might be able to help me out like I know it has, and it might help you out, right? Let me give you something that you have to do like top shooters like Steph Curry. You gotta chart your work. When you inspect what you expect, you get respect. You gotta chart your work, because what you chart, just like a garden, what you measure will grow. You gotta learn to chart your work. And that's simply keeping a notebook with you. You wanna know your numbers. You wanna know your numbers. Now watch this real quick. I'm gonna go shoot 10 balls, right? You may not see the ball in the air, right? But I got a good feeling. I'm gonna make 7 or better out of 10. That's 1 for 1, because I've charted my work. When I'm in a good rhythm, I'm good for 7 or 8 out of 10. That's 4 for 4. Say 4-4, right? 4-5. Deserve a miss. Coming in right here. 6-7. Bang. That's 8-9 right there. Bingo. Right there, 9-10. That's what you want to do. It takes a lot of practice. Yes, it does. It takes a lot of focus and overcoming mistakes. But if you take heed to what I'm telling you, and you listen to me as I'm showing you, and you start charting your work, not only you got to practice it, you got to chart it. So if I'm at 7 or 8, I got a good feeling that if I shoot the ball 9 or 10 times a game, I'm probably going to make 4 or 5. On a really good day, 6, 7. So then I have the confidence to continue to do what? Say my next shot's my best shot, because I know my numbers. Once you understand your numbers, you want to then put a chart to it like a Olympic medal. So then if I really want to challenge myself, let's say I'll push myself. I get 9 or higher. That's gold medal for me, right? I do that again, I get 9, that's gold medal. I'm gonna measure it off of 7. If I get 8, that's silver. Anything 7 or below is bronze. So instead of just having 1 target, I have 3 different goals. Now let me see what can happen. Goal is 10 for 10. Let's see if my 3-tier goals will work to push me. That's 3, tuck, set, go. Lift, launch, release. Right, feeling like gold. Feeling like gold. That's 6, in a good rhythm now. Boy, I'm in a good rhythm now. Tuck, set, go, lift, launch, release. That's 8, taste that goal. I taste that goal. I taste it. Oh, is there such thing as a double goal? Such thing as double goal? 10. I got 10. You may not be there yet, but see how much fun that was for me? Talking to myself as if you're not even here. That's how I used to work out as a player. But having 3 different levels really pushes me as you track your success. That success will then be converted to gameplay, and then you'll become a lights out shooter. Let's get right into the drill that's guaranteed to increase your shooting confidence in games. It's called the small victory shooting drill. See, the reason I call it small victories is because what you want to see physically and mentally is you want to get excited about making shots, right? You want to calm down your nerves. So form shooting, seeing the ball go in the hole over and over and over, right? Starting as close as you can to the rim, taking 1 step back. You may not be jumping because you're close, but you're really working on grooving your shot, getting pattern, really working on your shot mechanics, right? Okay? So say I make 2 or 3 there, I want to back up more, right? Now I might start jumping because I got to get my timing in. That's a good shot to miss. Right now I get my timing in, right? And this also where you also gain that confidence of rehearsing my next shot's my best shot mentality. You notice I missed that first shot that I missed. It was okay. All I simply did is grab the basketball and kept going because I'm gonna have to need that confidence while I'm playing, right? Last spot to do that in, not even leaving the paint, just getting really warmed up, right? As if I'm actually getting ready to play. And you notice every shot right now looks like it's going in, almost like a swish. I don't care for swishes, but I want deep rim shots. But this is how you do it. You notice as I was teaching, I made every shot except 1 or 2, which is okay. I might be wrong on 1 or 2. But small victory shooting is how you want to begin getting ready to build your confidence for all basketball games. Now let me show you how to finish with confidence no matter who you're playing against and at what playing level you're playing as well. Let's go. So now, how to finish with confidence is a power finish. Finish off 2 feet. So when the defender starts to level up and get closer, you gotta level up. So I like to say when you are alone, finish off of 1 foot. When someone is next to you, finish off 2. That's a healthy reminder. Now we go power finishes. So I'm kind of giving him a little leverage. So dribble step, hop, jump stop shot. Exactly. Dribble hop. Let's go. Right? So now I'm gonna give him a little leverage, push, 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 boom, up. Perfect. Good. Good. On your own. Stay low. Eyes ahead. Ready to go. Step, hop, up. Good. Perfect. 1 more. Let's go. And go. Good. Okay, now, talking about hand accountability, and we'll show it. So you can shoot a 2-foot finish with your outside hand. I can shoot it with both hands, and I can shoot it with my inside hand. And again, just like we talked about shooting 1-foot finishes, sometimes you need different hand accountabilities. The defender's kind of on you, you're here, say you're here, kind of behind me a little bit. So you're behind, I might want to sneak that ball in with that inside hand. Make sense? I also can use that inside hand and use the rim as a protector, 1-2, and come in and shoot a reversal, right? Now, last round on power finishes, we call slide bys. So let's say, Jake, you're there, you're coming in, I now want to slide by you, almost like a pro hop on in front of the rim, right? So now you're gonna cut me off, slide from me, slide by, slide, right there. Perfect, good. That's 1. We call these slide by, bang. Good. 1 more, last one, slide by. Nice, good leverage, perfect. Why are confidence drills important? Again, what's the why? Why should you do this? Not only does it build your confidence up where you feel good about yourself, it also builds your courage up, right? Because what we're doing, we're adding what we call time and score to the drill. You're not just going through the motion. You're going to put a score on it, what you want to get. I want to make 10 layups in 30 seconds. Your job is to do all you can do to work to the edge of your skill and hit that number. Now, for drill's sake, and for video's sake, to keep it short and sweet for you, we want to just show you by going through the motions, but we're gonna put a time on it. We're gonna get 15 seconds on it, that's it. So let's say in 15 seconds, AI drill, let's set it up real quick. 20 seconds to set the drill up at that. All we're simply doing is dribble the basketball in your hand from under the basket, touching it with your foot, the 3-point line, top of the key, coming downhill, land the ball up like AI should say. Land the ball up hard, and we just got that on repeat. Right, we're going 15 seconds. Ready? Let me set this timer. Let's say in 15, how many think you can make? 5 and 15. Watch how he sees it, y'all. Watch how he blow it out. Go. You made that? 1, 2, 3, stop. Right at it, 4, right? Did 4, right? I might have been off, give or take a second or 2, but again, for drill's sake, work with us, right? But that was good, we got 4. He set for 5, that's 4. That's really good. That's what you're doing for AI drill. Let's pay some homage to the late, great Kobe Bryant. So Kobe Bryant drill, we're gonna dribble out, 3-point line, hard one dribble, pull-up, jumper, knockdown shot. Make sense? Right? I gotta redeem myself. I'm missing these shots, y'all. There I go, right? Mamba. There you go. 15 seconds. Because you gotta run. You by yourself, I say you make 2. Let's go. Go. Stop. All good. Reset. Here we go. You good, you good. He didn't make that goal. Y'all, we're going to run it back. Here we go. Ready, go. 15, 14, 13. Nice. 12, 11, 10, 9. Hey, keep going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Mamba. Hey! Your shot. And don't hate on me, y'all, for my counting, because I was working with them. I had the slow clock going. 15, 14. Hey, that's what you do for your players, man. You look out for your people. Way to go. Let's keep the momentum going with that bonus I mentioned earlier. We've covered a lot in this video, and I really want to make sure I'm helping you out. So I'd like to offer you a guide that covers all the must-know basketball principles and in what switch to apply them. This is a powerful guide of best practice tips and skills empowering you to take charge of your game. Just click the link in the description below. You can download the guide I put together as my gift to you. Enjoy it and keep attacking.